All right, it is time to start CSS battle. We have some squares involved. Let's see, what do we want to do? I think I'm at gradients again. I seem to be always at gradients. Let's just select the HTML for now. I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Background, uh, radial gradient. I'm going to go from yellow to transparent, I guess. I'm going to say 1Q so that the ratios are equal and I get a circle. So it's going to be something like, I don't know, 80 pixels. Nope, much less, 40 pixels, 50, close. Then I'm going to have a conic gradient. It's going to go from this color, 75%, to yellow, 25. Actually, that can just be 0. This needs to be moved over using at 50 pixels, 80 pixels, 90. And then it needs to be moved over again, 30 pixels, and down, but it's going to change anyway. There's no reason, but I'm going to move it. All right. Now we need to get both of these to repeat. And I think the easiest way to get both to repeat, let's go ahead and move circle minus 50 pixels minus 100 pixels minus 50 pixels. That's not the right place, but it's getting close. But I'm going to now margin this, let's say 10, 150. Let's turn off the diff and see what I have now. Now I have a bunch, too much. What if I have 250? 250 breaks it. 150 is fine. 200, okay. 180 gets me more. Okay, now we're getting somewhere close to what I thought. Okay, now the circles are kind of close. It should be up higher, 60. Well, before I look too much at that, let's look at the repeat. The repeat is not enough. So let's try 90. That actually looks about like, well, it looks like a repeat. Yeah, it looks about right. So I'm looking at this circle, and they're about right. So let's move the circle up, minus 70, 60, 5, minus 1, 10. That makes the circle in about the right place. Now let's move the box, minus 30. Okay, the box is not wide enough, which means that this needs to be 80. And that made it thinner? Right, that will make it thinner, because that's how that works. 100. And then minus 50. And it also needs to be taller. which means it's currently at 150, so it needs to be at 170. 80, that's too tall. 60, and it needs to be up a little higher, so is it too tall? Yeah, it's definitely too tall, and it's not up high enough, so that needs to be 90. Needs to be 95. Seems like it's moving a lot. 105. And 150. Okay, there's that, which is what I wanted. Now, I'm going to change this so that it is selecting both the HTML and the body. And I'm going to select the body. I'm going to say scale -1, which flips it upside down. You can kind of see it there. Not very well, but you can kind of see it there. I don't know why it's taller. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's do margin 0. Let's do border 1 pixel solid to see the thing. Okay. So margin, let's make margin 20. I don't think that's the right on top. Yeah, it's not. 25. And then I need to change the positions. And let's see what happens. I need to change, in theory, just the horizontal positions. That doesn't look right either. So let's do some things. Let's say that this is bar X and it's 110 pixels. And here I can say X 0. That actually is almost right. Okay. And I wonder if this can also be like that. Let's say var Y -50. Then let's say Y 0. No, it doesn't work, but it moved, which is good. Let's say it's 20, because why not? 25, 30. That 32, 34, 34. Well, that's a weird position. Now, oh, okay. So my margins on the side aren't enough. They're covering up some stuff. So I need more margin on the side. So let's say 40. I'm just going to move everything, but that's okay. 40 is not enough. Let's say 50. Not 850. 50. 60. Okay, 60. And then I need to change this. Let's say var W. And then we can say W. What if it's 0? Okay, that's not good. 50. 60. 70. 80. 78. Let's get rid of the border. 80. Ah, I broke it. That's not quite a match. That is not what I was expecting. That is not okay. 53Q? I don't know. I do not know. Same. I mean, that's worse. No, it's just as bad. Sorry. I, I don't know. Uh, I'm not gonna make you just watch me push pixels around. If I get it, I'll post what my actual score is, but this is how I thought I was going to do it. Evidently, it's not how I'm going to do it. If I have to come up with a new plan, maybe I'll put up another video, but that's all I'm going to do for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, so I was playing with things. Timer's down to 50 seconds, so I've been messing with it for a little bit. I'm going to close that just so the timer doesn't go off. All right, so I got rid of the scale, changed the margin, and I copy pasted the background from up above down below. And I played with some values. So instead of scaling it and flipping it upside down, I think what I can do is just change some of the values in the gradients and get it to work. The first thing that I'm going to do, so right now I have it, so I changed this from a negative 110 to a positive 110. Nobody seems to care. Well, I don't know. I didn't check. It looks the same. It may not diff the same. Yeah, diff's the same. So make it not negative because it's shorter. So I can get rid of this completely and put it here, var x, which is y, but and I can just make this go away. Okay, now margin's different, which is fine. The ball is in exactly the wrong place. So I need to say x is 65 pixels. Now, that draws the ball down here. You can't really see it because the other thing's covering it up. Whatever. We then make y, I don't know, 50. Nope. How about 0? 5. 5. I don't know. And we make w uh, minus 50. 60. Going the wrong way. 0. 10. 25. Okay, there we got a match. I'm not sure why that works and the flipping it doesn't, but evidently it doesn't. So x needs to go from minus 65 to 65. Y needs to go from minus 50 to 5. And W needs to go from 105 to 25. That should be easy. I don't know how to do all of those without variables. Maybe I could get away with one of them doing the font thing. What's 105 pixels in M? 6.56, which I'm sure is not exact. Doesn't match if I use 6.56, which is awesome. So I think today we're leaving it with variables. It's not a great character count. Are there better solutions? Of course there are. You can just do 2 elements and box shadow it. You could, yeah, that's the other obvious approach is 2 elements and box shadows. Anyway, I'm not going to fight with getting a concise answer. We're going to submit and have a score of 212 today. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.